Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. In this video, we're going to discuss 9C from pre-intermediate level, and that's a workbook. We are working on workbook, and I hope you're going to get some good knowledge from this video, and it's going to benefit in your English learning. So let's get started. All right, now we're going to start from 9C. That's the workbook for English file pre-intermediate level. The first exercise is vocabulary. So biographies. Exercise A is asking us to match 1 to 8 to A to H to make sentences. Okay, we'll do that. So that's page 64, by the way, guys. Page 64. So we're going to scroll down a bit. Here you go. So basically, we need to match the numbers with the letters. So the first one, as you can see, my grandfather was, C, born in 1945. Now, number 2, he went. So after he was born, obviously school, he went to primary school when he was 5. So it's going to put D here. We're going to put D. Number 3, he fell in love. He fell in love with my grandmother at school. So B. I'm going to put B here. And then he left. So it's about school. He left school in 1962. So F. So we can remove the one that we did. For example, C is gone. D is gone. B is gone. And F is gone, right? So he got a job. He got a job when he was 17. So G is good. So he got a job when he was 17. So we're going to do that. So 5 is G. He and my grandmother got 3 children, got married in 1968. So yeah, he and my grandmother got married. So that will be H. They're going to put H here. H is gone. They had, so that will be about the children, 3 children. So they had 3 children. We're going to put here E. And then he retired on his 65th birthday. So that will be A here, guys. And that's it. Exercise 1 is done. Now we're moving to the next exercise. B, exercise B, complete the sentence with the missing words. Use the past tense where necessary. All right, we'll do that. So that's about vocabulary. So number 1 is done. I think my grandmother is about 70, but I can't remember exactly when she was born. Right. Number 2, Bob and Sue's marriage wasn't happy. They, S, the word start with S, 2017, a year later, G and D. So that's about not happy marriage. So this word must be separated, right? S separated. Okay. And then G and D, that will be got divorced. Got divorced. Okay, guys. So number 3, I would like to, H and CH, one day I'd like a boy and girl. So that's about having children. So I would like to have children. I would like to have children. And then number 4, when she leaves school, Kate wants to, so this is U and G. So after school, it would be, going to university. So wants to go to university. Okay. Number 5, I'll never forget my first girlfriend. Okay, it's about the first girlfriend with her at first sight. So we're talking about the first time of meeting, F-E-L, that will be fall in love, but obviously in the past simple, it will be fell in love. Fell in love. Okay, we're going to put love here. Number 6, my dad worked for the same company for years, but when he was 65, so that's about the retirement, the word starting with R, so it will be he retired last year. Number 7, when Jackie was 11, she moved to a big S and SC. 11 years old, that's about school, and that's about secondary school, guys. Secondary school, that's it. Number 8, My grandfather had a long and happy life, but sadly he 96, age of 96. So D, it will be die. So died, past simple. Died last year at the age of 96. That's it. Now we're moving to pronunciation, guys. Pronunciation is about word stress, and it's about the sound of O. If you see this sound is O, guys. Talking about this sound, O, like horse. Right. Now, exercise A, is asking us to underline the stressed syllable in the words. Stressed syllable. Okay, we'll do that. So the first one is done. Divorced. Second syllable is stressed, like divorced. Divorced. And then married. Married. That's stress is on the first syllable, guys. Married. I'm not saying married, right? Married. And then the 3 is secondary. Secondary. So again, the first syllable. Primary. Primary, first syllable. Number 5, children. Children, first syllable. Retire. Retire. You see the second syllable is higher than the first syllable. Retire. Now 7, university. 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 Number 8, separate. 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 So it will be the first syllable. So we're going to double check. I'm going to play 9.3 audio and see how it goes.
9.3. 9C. Pronunciation B. 1,
Divorced.
2,
Married.
3,
Secondary.
4,
Primary.
5,
Children.
6,
Retire.
7,
University.
8.
Separate.
That's it. So all good. So let's repeat the words here now. Number 1 is divorced, married, secondary, primary, children, retire, university, separate. Divorced, married, secondary, primary, children, retire, university, separate. All right. So exercise C. Exercise C is asking us to tick the sentences where the last 2 words have the O sound. Okay, we'll do that. So here, let's go for a short walk. Look, short walk. Both words, the last 2 words, they've got O sound. So number 2, at school, I'm in form 4. So we're going to tick it because both words here, O, form, and 4. Now, number 3, your hair looks worse short. Worse. So worse is not O sound, it's a sound. So we're going to take that. Number 4, I have to do more work. More work. So work, no. So it's not O sound, it's a sound. We're not going to take that. Number 5, you play squash with a small ball. So that's good. She gave quite a long talk. Long talk. Long, not long. Long talk. So this is no good. This is no good. This is no good. The rest are good, guys. There's 2 of them. So number 2 and number 5, we take it. Number 1 is already done. Okay, we're going to double check. I'm going to play 9.4.
9.4. 9C. Pronunciation D. 1,
Let's go for a short walk.
2,
At school, I'm in Form 4.
3,
Your hair looks worse short.
4,
I have to do more work.
5,
You play squash with a small ball.
6.
She gave quite a long talk.
That's it, guys. So page 64, as you can see, we've completed that. Now we're going to move to next page. 65. So there's a second page of 9C. So as you can see, exercise 3 is about grammar. Grammar, present perfect or past simple. So we discussed it in our session. So we can do that, I think. Exercise A is asking us to read the sentences. Write F if the sentence is about finished action, and U if it's about unfinished action. In other words, if it's past simple, that is a finished action, guys. Finished or didn't finish, but it's in the past, nothing to do with the present. But if it's present perfect, which is connected to the present, it has got some effect to the present time. So we're going to use U, which is unfinished action. That means still effective, still continuing. The first one, Margarita was married. That is past simple. So that's a finished action, guys. So to make it easy, I'm just going to highlight all the past simple sentences in this 8 sentences. So the number 2 is present perfect, I've been. And number 3 is also present perfect, I've lived, like have and lived. So number 4 is past simple, lived. You see, our family lived. Number 5, I've had, this is a present perfect. And number 6, I only had, I had, you see, had, because last year, you see. Present perfect, we should not mention the time, guys, yeah? We can talk about period, but not the time. Maria's worked means Maria has worked, so it's a present perfect. Number 8, my first wife and I separated. Yes, separated for a year and then got divorced. As you can see, they are past simple structures. Now I'm going to highlight present perfect with green color here. Have been, as you can see. Have been. And we've got here, we've lived. And then we've got here, I've had. And then we've got here, Maria's worked. And that's it. So that's very easy for us because the past simple ones, which is yellow color ones, we're going to make finished action. And then the green ones, because it's a present perfect, so we're going to use them unfinished, which is you. So number 2 is going to be you, unfinished, present perfect. Number 3 is also you, unfinished action. Number 4 is finished action, so it's going to be F. And then number 5 is present perfect, which is you. Number 6 is finished action because past simple. Number 7 is unfinished, which is unfinished, so it's you. And number 8 is finished action. I mean, logically, if we're going to go through it, number 1, Margarita was married to Juan for 11 years. 11 years, was married. So that means they are not married now. From was married, I can understand because it's a past simple. That means they got divorced. They are not married now. So it's a finished action. Was married. When I say I've been friends, present perfect, it shows that they are still friends. They're still friends. We've lived here since 2010. That means they started living there in 2010, but still live. They still live. That's why they're saying we've lived. Still happening. Our family lived in Pakistan from 1998 to 2000. You see, there's a clear time, 1998 to 2000. This is in the past. So that's why they're using past simple here. I've had his phone. I've had this phone for nearly 2 years. This unfinished action, you, because that means he still has got the phone. I only had 2 days of school last year. So this is something about last year, nothing to do with the present time. And also structure is in past simple. I had. So this is finished action. Maria's worked here since 2017. That means Maria is still working there. That's why it's unfinished action. Number 8, this is about I separated and got divorced. This has happened in the past. Nothing to do with the present time. That's why it's finished action, guys. Okay, so we're moving to exercise B. B is asking us to complete the sentences with the past simple, all right? Past simple or present perfect form of the verb in brackets. Use contractions where possible. So past simple, to use it, we should have a clear past time. Clear past time. It should not have any connection to the present time. And if I want to use present perfect, which is have, has, and past participle, that is present perfect. structure, guys. Yeah, that is present perfect structure here. Yes, present perfect structure. And past simple, I think it's easy. We know that I went, I saw, I finished. Yeah, did or didn't for negative and questions. So present perfect, we should not have the mentioning of the time, guys. Yeah, something unfinished, something still happening, continuing, right? So let's do that. Number one, how long have you studied English? That means that guy is still studying English. So we're asking from a guy who is still studying English. That's why, how long have you studied? I'm giving it present perfect. And then the answer is since I was little. So the guy started when he or she was little and still studying. I started learning it at school. So at school, we're referring to the past time. Past time. That's why I must use here past simple. Number two, are Tom and Gail married? Yes, they are. Okay. Now, I knew that they got married in the past, right? So I'm asking about the time of the past. When? So I must put it in past simple, guys. So when did they get married? When did they get married? See, guys, when did they get married? Last year. The answer is last year. But they, look, about 10 years now. Now is about present, right? 10 years. We're talking about period for about 10 years now. So that structure has to be in present perfect. So, but they, be. The present perfect of be. So they, we use have. And then past participle of be is been. So, but they've been together for about 10 years. Okay. Can I use here contraction? Of course I can. So if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to put apostrophe and VE, but they've been together for about 10 years now. Number three, is that man the new assistant? Yes, he is. Now, see, is that the man? It's a present simple. Yes, he is. That means he is still new assistant. That means the man is still working. So I must use present perfect. So how long? For he, I use has, and then past participle of work is worked because it's a regular verb. Has he worked? How long has he worked here? Only for 2 months. He university in June. Look at that. In June. In June, that is the past time. So I must use past simple, guys, here. He finished. He finished university in June. Number four, how long your car? A long time. A long time. And then about 10 years ago, I think. So I'm talking about a car that someone drives until now. So I must put it in present perfect. How long have you? And then past participle of had is had. So how long have you had your car? A long time. And now here, look at that, 10 years ago. When I say 10 years ago, that is past simple, guys. Past simple, guys. 10 years ago. So when it's 10 years ago, that is past simple. Obviously, so I bought. We use past simple here. I bought. Number five, when Sandra, her boyfriend. So about meeting, look at that, the verb is meet. So Sandra, we are asking about meeting. So meeting, obviously, meeting the boyfriend happens in the past, obviously. So I must put the question in past simple. When did Sandra meet? Yes. When did Sandra meet her boyfriend? After did, we must use infinitive, guys. Yeah, be careful. We should not use met. Met, past simple, we use for positive. But if it's question, we use did. So after did or didn't, I must use infinitive only. So when did Sandra meet her boyfriend? No, the answer is when she was at university. Now, we got the word now. For 3 years now. About no. So now for 3 years. That's a period. That means they still know each other. So that has to be put in present perfect. So that will be she has. Past participle of know is known. She has known him for 3 years now. Number 6, how long you in London? Right? So I'm talking about someone who lives in London. So I'm going to ask in present perfect. How long have you lived? Lived. How long have you lived in London? Not long. No, ago, 6 months ago. 6 months ago. So I arrived I arrived 6 months ago. Because the past simple, we're showing the clear time of the past 6 months ago. That will be past simple. So not long, I arrived 6 months ago. Now that allows us to move to the next exercise. So let's scroll up. Here you go. Exercise C is asking us to write questions from the notes, change the form of the verb if necessary. Okay, fine. So pictures are done. We can see that. Number one, where are you born? This is a note. Look, where are you born? It's not a complete question. So we had to make a complete one, which is where you were born. They made a mistake, actually. There's a mistake. You were. No, it should be where were you born? Question, guys. That's fine. Where were you born? You see? Where were you born? Number two, where you live when you were a child. So obviously, it's a past simple question. Live. For past simple, we use did. So where did you live? Where did you live when you were a child? Where did you live when you were a child? Number three, when you go to primary school. Again, I'm asking about the past time. So when did you go to primary school? When did you go to primary school? Great. Number four, you enjoy school. So I'm asking like about the past. So primary school, did you enjoy it? So did you enjoy school? Did you enjoy school? Number five, where you go to secondary school. Again, same. Where did you go? Where did you go to secondary school? Right. Number six, where you live now. Okay. Now there's a present simple because I'm asking now. I'm asking the present situation. So I must use present simple. Where do you live now? Where do you live now? Okay. And then I say I live in, England or whatever. So how long you live there? So I'm asking about the period. So if I ask about period, guys, it has to be in present perfect. So how long have you lived there? How long have you lived there? Great. Number eight, about my work and study. Again, this is present simple. Where do you work or study? Where do you work or study? And number nine, how long you be there? Right. So number nine is again about my work or study period. I'm asking about period. So that has to be in present perfect. So how long have you been there? How long have you been there? So where were you born? Where were you born? So exercise D is asking us, to give the answer, right? So we're going to write the answer. Writing is very important, guys. Yeah, you can learn better through writing. So don't be lazy. So push yourself to learn by writing. So the question is like, okay, let's say like I was born in London. Why not? Let's do that. London to make it faster. Where did you live when you were a child? I can see I lived in Manchester. Sorry. I lived in Manchester when I was a child. You see, I'm writing in full form because that will teach me how to write. I would just say like Manchester or in Manchester, but it doesn't teach me well how to write. So like, because we're in level 3 pre-intermediate, we should try to write everything in full form. And okay, so where do you live now? So number one, I was born in London. Number two, where did you live when you were a child? Number three, when did you go to primary school? When did you go to primary school? So I can say, I went to primary school. I went to primary school when I was 7 years old, right? And then number four, did you enjoy school? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So number five, where did you go to secondary school? Where did you go to secondary school? Okay. I went to secondary school. I went to secondary school in Manchester. I went to secondary school in Manchester. Right. Number six, where do you live now? Okay, I live in London. I live in London. Number seven, how long have you lived there? So I have lived there for 10 years. Okay, and where do you work or study? So let's say I work at a school. I work at a school. I work at a school. And how long have you been there? Right? I have been there for 5 years. I've been there. So we can also use contraction if I want. So I'm going to make like that. I've been there for 5 years. Okay, guys. So in this way, we've done 65. Page 65 is done. So we're going to stop here. From the next videos, we're going to continue with the next pages. So one more thing, guys. If you think that my videos are helping you, I would appreciate that if you like and share it just to support my channel, because that will help me a lot. That motivates me to do more beneficial videos so that it can help other students all around the world to learn and to improve their English. So please subscribe, like, and share my videos. So thanks for your time and have a good day. Bye-bye.